Aries, last month's tarot reading was somewhat surprising given your character. Things look much better now, much better. Was that a test last month? Because you see, and I did feel that maybe it was, because you see now we have this central card, strength, a great inner strength, and that seems to be cropping up when the universe has been testing us, because it's letting us know that we have the strength to get through the test. That we can see it through. So I wonder, you see also bottom right, we have the judgment day, judgment energy. I gave the game away then, I said judgment day, because it is a day of judgment type of energy. In fact, the translation for the Indonesian translation of this card is the final judgment. So it's a karmic judgment. I don't think it's final. I think that's just how Indonesians say the day of judgment. Your current energy is that of celebration, probably with family or could be with friends. In the future, it looks like a new love comes to you. You deserve that. A new love that feels divine. The energy that leads to the outcome is a lovely energy. It's a card of hope and of rebirth. So a tremendous energy. But what would offset this the outcome, or change the outcome, is the Queen of Cups, Queen of Love. So filling your heart full of love would change the energy. I don't see the outcome as a bad energy, but I wonder if it's just alternative ways of going about things. Because the outcome is sort of looking back to probably even your childhood, but looking way back and looking at things then. Could even be a childhood sweetheart re-emerges. Not sure. Let's look at each card individually. Doesn't look bad though, does it? Now I think very positively the energy that runs throughout this entire reading. So in other words, all the other energies are impacted by it, but it also tells us largely what the reading is all about. And that is the energy of strength. It's an inner strength, a wonderful inner strength. And what this is the universe letting us know that you're strong. And it's been cropping up recently, and particularly I think if it's in this placement, to say that you're strong enough to deal with what's going to happen. So we knew last month was a test for you, and that's what it's saying. You've been through a test and you've come out here very strong, so you should be happy, and I'm sure you are going to be happy as a result. In your recent past, we have this energy of judgment. Now, how is the? I mean, this is a day of judgment, so it's a karmic judgment. So how is this related to last month's reading? Not least as last month's reading in the future said there was going to be a tower moment, and I don't see any tower moment here at all. I mean, maybe it's further in the future, maybe. But things are looking very good for you, if you ask me. Do you know what I think it's telling us? I think it's telling us that this lover that broke your heart, it's them who are receiving the judgment. That's what I think it is. That's what I think it is. And certainly, it's saying you're strong, so there is a test, but I just don't see it. Now, as I say, the previous month's reading suggested to be a tower moment, probably now. And as I say, I don't see it. But what does a tower moment really mean? It does mean a change of things in your life. Well, the Day of Judgment could have created that. But it also gives you an opportunity to rebuild. And you see, now we have this card of celebration. Celebration probably with family, could be with friends, but celebration. What are you celebrating? Are you celebrating your new life? Are you celebrating the lucky escape you had last month? I think that's entirely possible. So maybe tower, it was just the good aspects of the tower. I won't say just the good, but we should emphasise the good aspects of the tower because you're actually celebrating what has happened. Now, in the future, it would seem that you meet a new and divine love, which would be just dessert for what happened last month. I say divine because it's someone that you feel completely attached to, completely at home with, someone that you feel that you can share everything with. That there's no hiding anything from them. Does it have to be a lover? No, it doesn't. It could be a partner. It could be like a business partner. It could be a friend. But it's one of those sort of relationships where everything just feels right. Does it have to be new? No, again, it doesn't. If you're already in a good relationship, then, it could be a renewal, if you like, of that relationship. But if I was half right last month, then it would suggest that this is just dessert and a new relationship. The energy that leads to the outcome is a lovely card, particularly after the turmoil, as it were, of last month. It's the Star card. It's a card of rebirth. So after turmoil, this is a card of, or an energy of you rising up again, which I suspect that's why we've got that Strength card. You're finding your feet again, finding a purpose, but also an energy of greater hope. And I think that's important. And again, related to the Strength card, you weren't beaten by what happened last month. You've emerged out of this renewed. You've emerged out of this full of hope. You've emerged out of this ready to continue the battle that is life. Now, what would change the outcome? And to be honest, I think it hardly changes it. It's just a nuance, this, to be honest. Is the energy of the Queen of Cups. It might mean that you would get to places quicker, but I don't think it makes any difference. The Queen of Cups is acceptance. Queen of Cups is control of your emotions, but absolute understanding of other people's feelings and emotions and appreciation for them. It's a lovely energy. It probably, is it superior to the Star? I'm going to take that back, the star is very necessary after what you've been through. Now, I mean, maybe this is a quicker way of getting to things, but I don't think it makes much difference. I really don't. I think the outcome is actually an excellent outcome, the Six of Cups. I mean, it might simply be about reminiscing of the past. It could also be, and it's the distant past. Could also be you meeting a childhood sweetheart. But I don't think that's what it is about. I think it's about you rediscovering a childlike innocence. You rediscovering a faith in the world and a faith in people that children have, a trustingness, a willingness to explore, this sort of wonderful childlike quality. And why do I think that's so important? Well, after what you went through last month, it's not only important to forgive, which of course the Queen would be about, but maybe to go further, and that is to not allow it to affect you. So many of the ways that we conduct ourselves are because of reactions we've had to traumas. And to my mind, this is saying, no, you're not affected by the trauma. You're going on with your life in a beautiful, innocent way. And you won't allow whatever has happened to you to affect you in the future. And I think that's absolutely wonderful. And therefore, Aries, we can summarise for you. Last month was, I felt, uncharacteristic for you, and you must be shaken from it. But I'm delighted to say that this month is all about you recovering. You might be asking yourself, why did it happen? And maybe it simply happened for you to learn a lesson, because the universe is certainly saying that you are strong enough. You've got this wonderful inner strength to deal with such things. There's also the indication that it was karmic. Now, I'm not sure if this was karmic against you or karmic against the person that broke your heart. So I couldn't be certain, but there's certainly a karmic judgment here. Last month there was a suggestion that there was a tower moment coming, and I can't see it. But if there is, then it's just the positive effects of the tower, because you're now celebrating, I think, with family, celebrating that you missed, you ducked one. You're full of hope. You're reborn. Of course, rebirth would be like a tower moment. So I think you've not only recovered, but you have learnt from it. And you've learned to be trusting, childlike again, which is wonderful. After trauma, to regain your faith in people, regain your trust, regain your ability to function with a wide-eyed innocence is I think, incredible, absolutely incredible. There might be a quicker way of getting to things, but I don't think necessarily better. And that's simply to fill your heart full of love and be in control of your emotions and understand the emotions of others. But 6 and 2 3s, as far as I can see. In fact, if anything, I think probably this rebirth and innocence route is a stronger route. In the future, it's suggesting there's a new and divine love, which would be just dessert. If you already have a love, it could be renewed, or it could be simply someone new, a new relationship, but it is going to feel fabulous. It could be a business relationship even, but it is going to feel fabulous.